Man, when you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans gonna understand? Hmm? This is talking about a cruel nation. Have you forgot the founding fathers of America? How America was founded? How America became rich? What was the number one commodity in America? To slavery. You know? And as from looking at the title of this article from Raw Story, it says, I'm going to read it verbatim, but we're not black. We're different shades of brown. Black teen passed out at a party and woke to see N-word, which is nigger. I said that. And swastikas drawn on his head. And as you can see in this picture, father, I think they could be a father or a representative of whatever movement they're doing at that time. It says something cannot win, has a black fist, so to say, and justice. But before I proceed, I want to give all honor, glory, and praises to the power that give us the spirit of prophecy to reveal unto you and like-minded people in these last days of the evils to come. All honor and glory and praises to YAHAWAH, Bahashim YAHAWASHI, Bahashim RAWACHAA QADASH. Must give double honors to our elders, a great millstone, taught us the truth through the Spirit. Single honors to all you brothers out there putting your lives on the line and truly believing in His word and feeding the sheep because you love YAHAWASHI. Peace and blessings to all the sincere men, women, and children that do consist of the 1/3 and also do believe in the book of remembrance, also known as the Bible, which is written for the elect. Let's get to this article. Jerry Chambers, that would be Jay name at the top. Jerry Chambers passed out at a party in Virginia back in 2020 when he was 16 years old. When Chambers, who is black, he's not black, he's an Israelite, more than likely from the tribe of Judah, the N-word, or I'm just going to say it straightforward, nigger, was written behind his right ear, and a swastika was drawn on his jawline. And we think about the swastika, people think about what? The Hitler, the Nazis, right? Okay? And they think of them as being the most evil, racist people in the world because of what happened to the small hats, right? So, when you even look at that symbol goes back to Buddhism. It's just, I think it's what they call it, inverted. But anyways, that's where the swastika come from, if you guys don't understand. Was drawn on his jawline and a dildo was pressed up against his face. Come on, man. But watch the movie Jackass. What's the nature of Esau? What is the nature of Esau, man? They're the vilest of the creatures. It says that in the book of Job. Right? Think about the way they used to torture us. Man, they take our infant children and they use them as gator bait. And then Jake walk around wearing gator shoes. Right? When people go out to the park to have a brunch, they call it a picnic, which goes back to a time when they would have an adolescent, Edomite boy or girl, choose one of us out of the crowd to be lynched, burned alive, or castrated or something. That's what a picnic was. A barbecue is when they will burn us alive. That's where that terms come from. Shall I keep going? So, I mean, this isn't far-fetched to me and like-minded men because we understand the nature of Esau. His vile nature. Right? This is the book of Job, chapter 30, verse, let me start at 1. But now they that are younger than I have me in derision, whose fathers I would have disdained to have set with the dogs of my flock. This is talking about Esau, Edom. Yea, whereto might the strength of their hands profit me, in whom old age was perished. Okay, jumping down. Verse 5, they were driven forth from among men. They cried after them as after a thief, to dwell in the cliffs of cliffs of the valleys, in caves of the earth, and in the rocks. And among the bushes they brayed, man, like a mule or something. I know that wasn't a great interpretation, but forget you. Under the nettles they were gathered together. They were children of fools, yea, children of base men. They were viler than the earth. Those are the same people that had us in hardcore bondage and were selling us throughout the earth via the transatlantic slave trade. See, he was under the impression that, oh, we cool. Don't you know that there's a perpetual... Esau has a perpetual hatred for Jacob. They have a perpetual hatred for us. Let's get that. Amos. But Jake just won't understand. They just act like... It's like Jake has been beaten down and tried it so much, man. That Stockholm Syndrome is so real. It's like, dang, we done stole you. We done sold you. We raped you. We took your heritage from you. Hell, we say we you now. We got you wearing baseball caps and jerseys, and now your women desire us. Your women are against you. You're celebrating all kind of wicked holidays, and no one represents you internationally. We just shoot and kill you in the streets, and look at you. You're just downtrodden. And guess what the Lord says? Why must you be stricken anymore? Talking about us, the nation of Israel, so-called Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans. But how much I beat you down, you still want to be like the heathen. You still want to trim your waist to be like the heathen. Well, they say you play stupid games, you win what? Stupid prizes. As a matter of fact, let me get this really quick since I mentioned that. This is the book of Sirach Ecclesiasticus in the Apocrypha, which is a part of the 1611 King James Version Bible, which is to be appointed to be read in all churches by the grace and the commandment of the Majestic One, from the Majestic One to King James, the 6th King of Scotland, the 1st King of England. Anyways, who's an Israelite? Sirach 12, Sirach 12 and 13. Who would pity a charmer that is bitten with a serpent, or any such as come nigh with wild beasts? We know that Esau is that serpent. And you chose to go to a party with the serpent, and you got bit. Next verse. Verse 14. Ooh, so one that goeth to a sinner, Esau sold his birthright. That's like a big F you, I speak as a man, to the Most High. I wouldn't dare even think that. Like, I don't care about this birthright that is supposed to be bestowed upon me. This I have cooked meat, this pottage is better, more consuming. See, Esau is more carnal than spiritual. Continuing on. So one that goeth to a sinner and is defiled with him and is sinned to with pity. That's why the same book, Sirach 12 and 10. Never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. Though he humble himself and grow crouching, yet take good heed and beware of him. And thou shalt be unto him as thou hadst wiped a looking glass. And thou shalt know that his rust have not been altogether wiped away. Well, let's go back to the article. It's not funny, but it's like, hell, it's at this point, Jacob, we can't feel sorry for you anymore. The Lord is blinding you. And you really think you can take... What's that, Job the 14th child? Who could turn a clean thing out of an unclean thing? Right? So continuing on, going back to the article, it says, quote, White Lives Matter, unquote, was written in black marker next to, quote, fuck BLM, unquote, on his head, the Richmond Times-Dispatch reports. That's what you get. I don't feel that. Jeremiah 11:11. Pray not for these people. Why? Play with a serpent. Like my father didn't raise me. I met my father when I was 21, but I honor him, respect that man. But my father is like a chimney. So if they tell me, oh, your father's in the hospital because, his lungs or his heart or whatever, I can't have pity on him because he willfully did that. But because he's my father, I will still honor and go see him. But a friend or something like that, hell no. No, I'm not going out of my way to honor your iniquity. But nonetheless, though, another story. When he went to, I'm talking about him. Like, all this happened to him. The dildo pressed against his face, swastikas on his jawline being drawn, white power, or whatever, and FBLM. What you get? When he went to use the bathroom, other party goers draped a Confederate flag around him. Damn! People took pictures of the ordeal and posted them to social media. Participants later told police that writing on people at parties and taking photos of them was common behavior that people saw as a harmless joke. Damn. 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 Now check this out. How would you feel if you were physically abused with a sex toy? How would you feel if you were surrounded by guns all night while also being the only black man in the room? How much more do I have to express for law enforcement to do anything about it? Right, the same people that be killing us, murking us out there in the middle of the road, choking us for 8 minutes, and ain't nobody did nothing. Right, but everybody talking about Ukraine. But anyways, Jake gonna understand, man. The Lord gonna allow Esau to show his horns, his true horns. He gonna show them. But see, we can't be concerned with 2/3. But I do have a precept for you, Esau, because you ain't getting off scot-free. You ain't getting off scot-free. This is Amos chapter 1, verse 11. I'm gonna close out. Thus saith the Lord, whose name is YAHAWAH, for 3 transgressions of Edom, and for 4 I will not turn away the punishment thereof, because he did pursue his brother with the sword, and did cast off all pity, and his anger did tear perpetually, and he kept his wrath forever. And what Jake went through at that party goes to show you that they still kept that same wrath forever. Never gonna give it up. That's why the saints shall take the kingdom. But let me stop waffling. Hey, with that being said, I pray that you was edified and fed. Stay in the spirit. Don't fear it, just endure it. Ask for forgiveness. Pray without ceasing. Stay humble. Remain diligent. Kwame Allah. Shalom.